Hello everyone and welcome. In today's video, we will continue our data pre-processing and this time with the numerical columns. I highly recommend that you check the first video where we covered the categorical data, and also we have covered a lot of methods that we will use in this video. We will start with the column RAM. So we will print the unique values. As we can see, we have some correct values and also some weird values, like here we have RAM value, inbuilt memory, and the way that we will handle this is by simply checking if we have a space, and then we will remove everything after this space to keep only the digits. We will use replace and a regex. We have here space, one or more spaces, and then 0 or multiple words. We will replace this with an empty string, regex equals to true, and in place also equals to true. As we can see here, we will remove also these two. Same thing, we will use replace, but this time without a regex. So we have here and here our cleaned data. Then we will go for the battery. So the same concept, we will check for a space and then we will remove everything after it. So we will use the same one here. Let's see the unique values right now. We will remove these two. And I think that's it. The rest of the values are all valid. Let's print the unique values for display. Same concept as before. Let's print again the unique values. Let's remove this one. For the next, we have Android version. Same thing, we'll check for any space and then we will remove everything after it. Alright. Here we don't have a space, so we will add another condition, which is brackets, and inside of it is a word, match a bracket, and inside of it a word. Let's again print. We have our correct values. Next we have inbuilt memory, so let's print dataset inbuilt memory unique values. We have some trailing spaces and then a digit and then the rest of the word. We will use another method, which is the extract method. First we have this dataset inbuilt memory, this equals to the same values dot str dot extract, and inside this extract we will use a regex. So here we will provide a regex. We want only the numerical values, so we have here a digit, the rest will be removed, and we want one digit or more. This will match only this case where we have a digit or more. Next we have fast charging. Let's use the same concept as before, the str extract. So here we have fast charging. Here what we see is we have a digit and also a digit, then a point, then a digit. So we will have this d plus for the cases where we have only a normal integer, and then we have an optional point. This question mark means an optional point. It could be 0 or 1, and then again another digit. It will be 0 or plus. Let's execute this line. These are our unique values. We could see that we have a certain value which is 08. We don't know if it's a typo or something like that. So let's print the records that contains 08. And if it's a few records, we will remove them. We want to locate where dataset at the column fast charging column contains the value 08. Let's print. Oh, sorry, I forgot something, which is dina equals to false, and this to bypass where we have non-values like this here. We have only one record, and to remove it we will simply say dataset equals to the same dataset. Inside we will have this condition and we will use not operator, so we will keep all the records that does not contain this value, and in our case we have only one record, so we could simply remove it. And let's again print this one to check if it's already removed. As we can see, we have an empty data frame, so data record is removed. We have next the column camera. Here we will use a certain concept called features engineering, and we will create from this camera column another columns. Each one contain a certain detail. So simply we will have a rear camera that contains the rear values and the front camera that contains the front values. First, to simplify the process, let's use str lower. So we have here our dataset at camera equals to dataset camera.str.lower. Then let's have here our new columns. The first column is the camera rear. This equals to dataset camera, and we will use str extract with the regex. So we will extract these digits. So here we have a digit plus, and then we have a space, and then the value MP. So here we will extract digits and then space and then MP. After we execute this line, we could see that we have only our first values. We could also remove this MP by simply here in our regex, we could simply use this closing bracket after the digit. So when we match this line, we will extract only the digit. So let's run it, and as you can see here, for the camera front values, you can see it all starts with a semicolon. So we will check for this semicolon. So same as before, but first here our semicolon, and then we will have a space, and we will extract the digit after this space. And that's it. As we can see here, our values. Then simply let's drop the camera column. We don't need it. So dataset.drop camera, the axis equals to 1. So we will remove column, and in place equals to true. Finally, we have the price column. So we have here dataset price. We could see that they all have this comma. So let's remove it with dataset at the column price dot str dot replace. Then we have our regex here for the comma, and we will replace it by an empty string with the regex equals to true, and in place equals to true. Sorry, this is not str, it's directly replace, and we only have now these digits. Okay, I think that what we covered in this video is enough right now. I will cover for next videos ways to detect and remove outliers. We will also see how to deal with the non-values or the missing values using some advanced methods. Of course, there is other methods, the mean or the median, and the choice is simply yours. So that's it. See you in the next video.